Let's take one on delegation. I know that Jack Welch famously would delegate, maybe still does, things that he's not especially good at and keeps for himself things that he's better suited to undertake. How else should executives think about delegating as a way of being effective and efficient?
Well, and I'd even be careful about, keeping the things for yourself that you might be better at doing, because there's a whole bunch of things that I think I'm better at doing that I shouldn't be doing. And again, that's the piece of being effective. I like to use delegation as an opportunity for growth. That's one of our big principles, in coaching, and saying, here's a situation that would come up. And I have often been amazed at how creative people can be if you delegate a task or a project, whatever it is, to them and say, we're at A, I need to get to B. I have been amazed at how creative people can be in coming up with those solutions if I'm not hanging over their shoulders and telling them, okay, you should do it this way, and really just telling them what to do at every point. So I think it's an opportunity to grow employees, to coach them, to say, if I weren't here, if I got hit by a bus tomorrow and this came up, let's talk through what you would do in this situation. So this is great fodder for one-on-one types of meetings as well, and also just for what people's talents are. Gen X, I'm a Gen Xer, and I have 3 children who are all millennials, and I'm seeing my daughter now in her first real job, and she wants more work. She's asking actively to have projects delegated to her because she's bored. And maybe that's not going to be everyone, but she just can't stand doing the same thing all the time. And so sometimes leaders have to proactively look for things to delegate to people to keep them engaged, to keep them excited and having fun. And again, that's not for every employee, but it will be for a certain section of your population. I always use the rule of thumb of about 80%. I say, can so-and-so do this 80% as well as I can? Right. And if the answer is yes, I let them do it, because that is the fallacy that only I can do this 100% correctly. I think we really get caught up in, if I give this to so-and-so, they're going to screw it up. So I would also caution you to really maintain a high level of trust. I'm not saying throw them into something that they're going to fail, but we have to trust them enough, give them the right level of authority, responsibility, boundaries, whatever that is, budget, and then check in so that you're not just leaving them out there to fend for themselves.
Mm-hmm. And as one of our listeners has pointed out, it also helps that team member grow when they're assigned a task that they previously may not have been challenged with. So
Absolutely.
let's